Hey, what's going on, my friend? It's your boy, Colton Havens, and I'm here with my good friend, Timmer Halligan. Today, we are going to show you guys the legal parts of building your business, whether it's online or offline. It's always good to have legal representation. I'm here with my good friend, Timmer Halligan. He is a former professional tennis player. He is one of the best LegalShield associates in the country. He's been doing this for 16 years. He's going to be one of the best of the best. We only bring you the best of the best here. So I'm going to hand over the mic to Timmer. He's going to take it from here and show you guys some awesome ways to protect yourself and your family when it comes to the legal parts of owning your own business. Timmer, it's all yours.
Well, thank you so much, Colton. Truly appreciate you having me on tonight and the opportunity to speak to all the folks that you've got the pleasure to work with. And, those of you that are watching, I don't need to say a whole lot about Colton. I mean, he has taught me so much in the world of marketing, being able to get my information out there. And, we had the opportunity to meet a few years ago when he was getting his businesses up and launched. We chatted for a little bit. He saw the value in what it is that we do with LegalShield, not only for himself, but to protect himself professionally in his businesses. And we've been building a business together ever since. And so I appreciate you so much, Colton. And, welcome everybody. As Colton said, my name's Timmer Halligan, and I make my home in Raleigh, North Carolina. And as Colton said, I've got a background as a professional tennis player. I've got a background as a business owner. I've been consulting small businesses for the last about 20 years or so. And about 16 years ago, I actually came across LegalShield. And what really intrigued me and really enticed me to become a member of LegalShield was the services. I was a family man. I had some children. I had legal situations that were going on in life, everyday things that people are going through. I'm a business owner. When I took a look at what LegalShield does for business owners, it just made sense. And so today I'm going to tell you a little bit about LegalShield because it is a service that is truly needed by every family, individual, and business owner now more than ever. And let's take a look at just a few things that are going on in this world. And I think all of you guys will relate that are watching, because I know many of the things that Colton is talking to you about is disruptive innovations. He's teaching you how to best market yourself, use technology to the best of your abilities. And that's where the most successful businesses of today truly are. Let's take a look at a couple of disruptive innovations that are out there right now. I mean, do you guys remember the day when you had to jump into one of those yellow things? They called them taxis, and people would take you from one place to the other. And some days you didn't even know where the heck you were going because you weren't sure, because there was no GPSs at that point. But then Uber comes along, and they give you an app on your phone which allows you to get picked up anywhere in the world. I've used it here in the United States. I've used it when I travel abroad. All you got to do is click a button. The person comes and picks you up. You get to see the ratings of those particular people, so you know exactly who's getting you. And they take you exactly where you need to go because it's tracked right there on your phone. Then you take a look at a company like Netflix, right? Look what they've done to Blockbuster. Pretty much, though, actually not pretty much, they have decimated Blockbuster. It's no longer allowed. Why? Because they have a subscription-based model that allowed you to watch what you want, when you want, wherever you want, and you pay a low monthly fee. Then you take a look at what Airbnb has done to the hotel industry. Completely disrupted it. Now Airbnb is the #1 reservations system in the world, and they don't own any hotels. All they own is a little bit of real estate on everybody's phone, which is the most important and most profitable real estate in the world is being on the home screen of somebody's telephone. So disruptive innovations have taken existing industries, and they've just found a way to make them simpler, easier, and more affordable for people to be able to use. So now let's talk a little bit about legal services. Okay, I mean, the reality is that we all need to have access to attorneys, but the other reality is that we are outpriced of the legal system. Let me ask you a few questions. Number one, have you ever signed yourself a contract or a document, put your name on anything that maybe you wish you hadn't, but wish you would have had an attorney read first, but why didn't you? Because it's expensive. You ever had a situation going on with your landlord or a landlord-tenant issue? You ever been overcharged or treated unfairly? Sometimes that somebody just didn't do what they said they were going to do. What about ever received a traffic ticket or a moving violation? Been concerned about your child's identity? Listen, I got 5 children. Identity theft right now has been the #1 complaint 16 years in a row. And I'll tell you how that all ties into what LegalShield does here in just a couple minutes. You ever been a victim of identity theft yourself? I mean, think about it. The more you are online doing things, the more transactions that are occurring, the frequency in which you become a victim of identity theft increases tenfold. What about ever had a real estate transaction or needed your will or updated or even prepared, your power of attorneys, getting your estate in order? See, these are all normal, everyday things that people go through. Unfortunately, most don't do much about them until a company like LegalShield came around. See, now what's interesting is we hold both sides of what it is we do. You know, we are an existing industry. We've been around for 50 years. We serve 4.5 million people with LegalShield and ID Shield all throughout the United States and Canada. Our company was founded by this gentleman in the upper right-hand corner, Mr. Harlan Stonecipher, who has since passed on, but he was involved in that car accident. And when he got done with that car accident, he didn't receive the ticket, but he received the paper saying that the person was suing him. He literally went bankrupt trying to protect his rights. He said there's got to be an easier way for people to have access to attorneys. There's got to be a more affordable way for people to have access to attorneys. And thus LegalShield was born. There's our home office in Ada, Oklahoma. Today we are valued at over $2 billion. Our CEO is the former vice president of global marketing for a company called Microsoft, which I'm sure you have heard of. And he brought technology to us and really, truly made us a disruptive innovation. Because see, all you've got to do now to have access to attorneys, to handle everyday things that I know that you are going through as an individual and a business owner, is to open up the LegalShield app. You click the button that says call my law firm. It is connected to your state or your province if you live in Canada, and you've got unlimited consultations. You can call your attorneys on any legal situation whatsoever. They call you back that day. You never get a bill. They're also going to write letters and make phone calls on your behalf. Think about how many times in your life that you've probably said this same thing when you felt that you weren't treated fairly. Let me speak to your supervisor. How many times have you been through that situation and had that conversation? How many times does it not go the way you want to? I've had that situation with cell phone providers, cable providers, insurance companies, car warranty people, over and over and over. And here's what I do now. I call my law firm and I say, I got a question. This car warranty company, they're not doing what I think they're supposed to do. Could you write a letter for me and help fix this situation? Your LegalShield attorneys, 1,100 of them across the United States and Canada, in every state, well-versed in every area of law, your law firm will write those letters for you for free. They're also going to review any contracts or documents for you. So before you ever sign anything, all you've got to do is send them to your law firm. You see a little button there that says submit your documents. You take a picture of whatever contract, whatever document you want them to review. You hit send. It goes to your attorneys. They review it for you at no cost. They're also going to cover you just in case you ever get audited by the IRS. They're going to also cover you just in case you ever get named in a lawsuit. See, it's better to have LegalShield and not need it for those two situations than to need it and not have it. Trust you me. They're also going to cover you personally for situations that are family related, uncontested divorces, adoptions, separations, name changes. If it is uncontested, LegalShield will do that for you for free after the first 90 days of being a member of LegalShield. We're also going to handle two other situations for you. Number one is if you were to get a speeding ticket or a moving violation anywhere in the United States, all you've got to do is open up your app, take a picture of that speeding ticket or that moving violation, hit send. It's going to go right to your law firm. Your law firm is going to call you back that day. And then they're going to send an attorney to court for you or with you at no cost to help fight that speeding ticket or that moving violation. Now, guys, I have tried this part of our service out literally 10 times. And every single time my attorneys went to court for me, my attorneys were able to get my fees reduced, my fines reduced, and ultimately kept my driving record clean so that my insurance never went up. The next thing and last thing that we do at LegalShield is we're going to make sure that the most important document in your life is prepared, and we're going to make sure it's done at no cost. I'll be honest with you. When I bought the LegalShield membership 16 years ago, I never thought I'd be on camera speaking about it, never thought I'd work with them, but I called them simply to get my will done. And when I saw how well they handled that, because they will do your wills, your living wills, all your healthcare power of attorneys, your financial power of attorneys, all of which are so incredibly important for you. All I had to do is press a button, hit submit. It went to my law firm. They called me back. We went through my will. They sent it to me in the mail, and now everything is taken care of. All simply by being a member of LegalShield. They will do those things for you for free. Now, you notice what I talked about as the second thing that LegalShield does, and this is so important for everyone who is, number one, in business for yourself, because you got to keep your information secure. Number two, for folks that are online building a business consistently, your information is out there way more than you could ever imagine. So there's about 5 or 6 different kinds of identity theft. And what's interesting is that most folks don't think about anything other than, well, they can have my credit. They don't want your credit. They want your social security number, your driver's license, your medical information. They want to commit crimes in your name while you're trying to do good in this world. And here's what I'm going to tell you. It happens every 3 seconds across the United States. We've actually even got monitoring that monitors every single thing that's important to you. So you don't have to worry about this. Your credit score, your social security number, password, driver's license, medical information. They're going to scan your social media for people that are taking your information and utilizing it. They are going to scour the dark web looking for people buying, selling, and trading your personal information. And when it happens, and I say when, because it will, a private licensed investigator will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to bring you back to where you were before you were a victim of identity theft. They will spend as much money as needed to get that done. While they're fixing your identity, you can go on with your life. And that is something that's absolutely critical when you're going through identity theft situations, is the restoration component. Now, here's the best part about LegalShield. It's a little over $1 a day. So a little over $1 a day. $34.90 covers you as an individual with LegalShield and ID Shield. $49.90 covers you, your spouse, your children up to 26 years old with both the LegalShield and the ID Shield. So about $1.20 a day to $1.87 a day. You can't even get a good bottle of water for that price anymore. But here's what makes the LegalShield membership so awesome, is that we're basically going to pay for it for you. And you're probably saying, how are we going to do that? Well, with our member perks program, we've got over 400 companies. Every top company that there is in the industry offers our members a significant discount. In fact, I've got 5 children and my wife and myself. So we got 7 phones. I save $150 a month with LegalShield's member perks. I rent cars. In fact, I just picked up a Costco membership the other day for half price. Unbelievable discounts at Office Max and Office Depot for all you folks that are business owners. Rental cars, flowers, Amazon, Best Buy, you name it, you get a discount. And for the most part, most people save more each month just using their member perks than they pay for their LegalShield membership. Now, I know that all of you guys that are watching Colton, and he's teaching you how to run businesses, also want to make sure that your business is protected. So we've got an additional supplement a home-based business rider. It's only $10 more per month. So you add it on to whatever legal plan and ID Shield plan that you have. And what this is going to do is give you the ability to be able to make calls to the attorneys, do things with the attorneys in regard to your business. So for example, let's say you want to incorporate, which I encourage every single business owner to do. The tax benefits alone of being incorporated are just so substantial, you would be crazy to not do it. But why do most people not do it? Because it costs money. LegalShield, the first thing you've got as a home-based business on the home-based business rider is unlimited consultations. You can call your business, your attorney about any business-related situation. You may say, hey, call your attorneys and say, hey, listen, what's the best company that I should be? Should I be an S corporation? Should I be an LLC? Should I be an LLP? What's the best kind of company for me to be? And they'll walk you through what's best for you. They'll also review any documents for you at no cost. So they'll review 3 contracts a month for you, 36 contracts a year. Any document. So let's say they tell you that you should be an LLC. They'll tell you where to get the LLC paperwork for your state. You'll go ahead and download it. You'll fill it out. You'll send it to the attorneys. They'll review it for you for free. Then all you've got to do is submit it to the state, pay the state's fees, and you're incorporated with no attorney fees whatsoever. They'll review any contracts or documents for you. So as a business owner, that's a powerful tool to have in your back pocket. They'll also write letters and make phone calls on your behalf. What do you do if a client says they've got a complaint against you? Or what happens if you need to get a letter written to a third party that didn't do you and your business right? Well, no more stressing, no more guessing. Simply call LegalShield. They will write those letters, make those phone calls on your behalf. They'll also write debt collection letters for you, small business owners. If you've got somebody that's not paying their bill and you've done the work that you're supposed to do, 3 letters a month LegalShield will write to help you collect that debt. They expect nothing in return other than we want to get you that money back for you as a business owner. They're also going to offer some special consultations, things such as employment tax laws, security laws, intellectual property. Maybe you're creating content and you want to find out what you've got to do to get that copyrighted, trademarked, whatever the situation may be. They're also going to cover you, and this is absolutely critical, as a Schedule C, which is what most 1099 business owners are, Schedule C, that's added to your personal tax return. If that gets audited, you're covered with this home-based business rider. It is worth its weight in gold. $10 more a month. So make sure you click the link down below to get set up with LegalShield. Now I'm going to walk you real quickly over to Colton's website. I'm going to show you how simple it is to become a LegalShield member. All you've got to do to become a LegalShield member is to head on over to Colton's website, and it's going to look just like this. So you're going to head on over to his website. You go to coltontrent.wearelegalshield.com, and when you get to his website, you're going to see his beautiful picture right there. You're going to select this, get a personal legal plan. And once you go here, you're going to select what language you want to work in. I'm going to go ahead and select North Carolina because that's where I live. So if I was going to buy another LegalShield membership, that's where I would go. I select my legal plan right here. I add the home-based business supplement. There's some additional add-ons. If you're a gun owner and you want to make sure you're protected while you're carrying your gun, you could click that one and add it. You could add additional trial defense if you want. So then you go down here and you select your identity theft plan, whatever one you want. Let's say I'm going with the individual plan. I just add that to my cart. I add this to my cart. And then I go ahead, folks, and I start to enroll. I add my contact information in, and it's really, really that simple. In a matter of 5 minutes, you're going to be a member of LegalShield, ID Shield. Your business is going to be protected. Colton, I appreciate you. Again, we'll send them down below to the link below to get set up. And thank you so much for the opportunity to speak with your folks.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you, brother. You're always full of energy, and it's always fun to be on camera with you. Like you said, just click the button to get the resources, sign up get protected, have a clean bill of health. Other than that, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.